guys, welcome back to my channel. You are watching Jaravelling. And if you're new here, my name is Jara and I make vlogs about my life here in Japan in general. And hindi na ako magpapaligoy-ligoy pa. I'm here to announce to you that the 2021 applications for ALT position or assistant language position is now open. So if you are interested to work here in Japan, if you're interested to teach here in Japan, just keep on watching. So what is the JET program or Japan Exchange and Teaching Program? So the JET program was launched in 1987 primarily to boost internationalization of Japan. In 2019, from my batch, there were 5,761 participants from 57 countries, including the Philippines. So from my batch, I think there were 52 ALTs. We are 52 ALTs or assistant language teachers and one CIR or coordinator for international relations. So I will focus more on the application as an assistant language teacher or ALT. First, I must tell you that it can be quite intimidating to read this long list of eligibility requirements. Personally, that's how I felt when I first found out about the JET program. But I'm here to encourage you to just try. If you have this desire to teach in Japan, to work in Japan, then it might be something that you can look into. So I will mention only a few things from the requirements, those that I think are worth mentioning. Okay, so I have my list right in here. I will read it to you. Okay, so first, applicants must be interested in Japan and be willing to deepen their knowledge and appreciation of Japan after their arrival. Be motivated to participate in and initiate international exchange activities in the local community. Make effort to study or continue studying the Japanese language prior to and after arriving in Japan. So the JET program is looking for individuals who have this genuine interest in Japan. So remember, it is Japan Exchange and Teaching Program. You are not just there to teach, but also impart something from your culture. So the JET program is for boosting internationalization of Japan. So they are looking for individuals who can do that. Okay, so the second one is be both mentally and physically healthy. So it's never easy to work in another country away from your family. So you will experience a lot of things. It's an emotional roller coaster. Sometimes you will feel homesick, sometimes you will feel isolation, and they need someone who are strong, both mentally and physically. Okay, so the next one is be willing and able to adapt to living and working in Japan. And be determined to responsibly complete their period of participation. So in the JET program, I think you are required to complete at least a year of participation. So they are looking for people who will not just quit in the middle of everything. So again, you will experience a lot of things. Maybe you will feel homesick. Maybe you will feel stressed out because you cannot communicate in their language. So that's why, as I mentioned earlier, you need to be both mentally and physically strong and complete this program. Okay, let's read the next one. Be interested in the Japanese education system, particularly foreign language education in Japan. Be interested in working with children. Be qualified as a language teacher or be strongly motivated to take part in the teaching of foreign languages. So if you can speak English, that's good, that's awesome, but you also have to be able to teach it as well. So ask yourself, do I even like teaching? Do I like children? Because you will definitely be placed in schools that will require you to engage with children, like elementary schools, junior high schools, senior high schools. And it's really hard if you don't have passion for teaching or if you don't like children at all. So the JET program is already telling you that you must be interested with teaching children. Okay, so those are the eligibility requirements that I think are worth mentioning. You can read the rest of it in the link that I will put in the description box. So now let's talk about the additional evaluation points. So I think I think the JET program works with a point system. You know, if they can tick the boxes, then the higher the chances for you to get in. So let me read some for you. Okay, first one is have a bachelor's degree or higher in English or education. Have a professional language teaching license and or experience, especially in classroom setting. So do I have a degree in English or education? No, I don't. I'm a graduate of food technology in University of the Philippines, Los Baños. I only practiced it for 2 years, and after that I switched to online teaching. Okay, do I have a professional language teaching license? No, I don't. And did I have, an experience in teaching, especially in the classroom setting? Before the JET program, I didn't. Okay, next one. Have a general teaching experience or qualifications. So as I've mentioned, I was an online tutor for almost 7 years before I applied for the JET program. I also have a TESOL certification. TESOL stands for Teaching English to Speakers of Other Languages. It's basically a certification that allows you to teach countries whose English is a second language. Okay, so if you have that, if you have TESOL, or if you have CELTA, if you have TEFL, then those are really good things for you to put in your application. Okay, so the next one is have a Japanese language background, JLPT passer, and or Japan study background. I actually started studying Japanese from 2012. If you ask me, is my Japanese good right now? No, it still sucks. But I am a JLPT passer N5, so I included that in my application. Okay, so the last one is have experience traveling or living in foreign countries. So again, the JET program is not just about teaching English, but actually culture exchange. So if you have some, experience in living in other countries, and if you've experienced culture in another country, then that is a plus for you. Okay, so these are things that we mentioned will definitely give you additional points if you have it, and they will consider accepting you in this program. Okay, so there's a note. It says here that an applicant's ability to use the English language accurately and appropriately will be assessed based on the information he or she will provide in the application documents, as well as the results of an in-house English exam. Okay, so it's very important that you're honest with everything that you're going to put in your application. And then if you're fortunate enough to pass the screening of documents, then you will be invited for an interview and you will do an exam, an in-house English exam. So to protect the integrity of the application process, I will not give you the details of the exam. I'm sorry. Okay, so the screening process also involves a teaching demonstration and a Nihongo conversation test. Okay, so you are going to be required to prepare a lesson plan and do a teaching demo. And if you wrote in your application that you are a GLPT passer, or if you studied Nihongo, then they will conduct a Nihongo interview. Okay, so yeah, I think that's all for the eligibility requirements and additional evaluation points. Next, in my next video, I would like to talk about the forms that you will fill out and maybe share with you how I answered those questions. So the JET program application deadline is on the 8th of January 2021. So you still have so much time to prepare, so much time to think about if you really want to apply for this program. All right, so I think that's all for today. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. So subscribe to my channel so you can get more information about the JET program. And if you have any questions and video requests, please comment down below. I will do my best to answer your questions. Okay, so I will see you guys in my next video. Stay safe and healthy. Bye bye.